Rose, do you like living in a big city or a small town?
I think a city is more exciting, but a quiet village can be peaceful too.
True. In the city, every street is full of people, shops, and cars.
Yes, and every road leads to something new: a park, a garden, or a playground.
My favorite place is the square near the bridge. I often walk there in the evening.
That's nice. I prefer the area near the tunnel and train station. It's convenient for travel.
I usually take the bus from the stop near my apartment, but sometimes I go to the airport.
Really? I love watching planes at the airport and ships at the harbor. The port looks beautiful at night.
Have you seen the new tower downtown? It's next to the tallest office building in the city.
Yes? There's also a new shop and a big store inside the mall.
I went to the market last weekend. The supermarket there sells fresh fruit and flowers.
Our city has almost everything: parks, bridges, tunnels, malls, and public transport.
That's why city life is so lively, even though it's sometimes noisy and crowded.
Yes, Nick, every city has its rhythm, and it always keeps moving forward.
Rose, where do you usually eat when you go out in the city?
I like small restaurants or cafes. They are comfortable, and the food is delicious.
I sometimes eat in a big restaurant, but I also enjoy street food near the mall.
That sounds fun. Last month, I stayed at a hotel near the city center. The service there was excellent.
Was it expensive?
Not really. It was cheaper than the motel I tried before. I even saw a hostel full of students.
When I travel, I like to visit cinemas and theaters. Watching a film or a live show helps me relax.
I agree. I also enjoy going to museums, art galleries, and libraries to learn new things.
Our city has a big stadium for sports and a concert hall for music.
Yes, and there's a beautiful church and a mosque near the river. The temple on the hill is also amazing.
I once went to a cultural event there. People danced, sang, and shared traditional food.
That's what I love about city life, Nick. Every corner has a story, from a cafe to a theater, from a museum to a temple.
Rose, what city service do you think people use the most?
Probably the bank, Nick. Everyone needs to manage money, pay bills, or open an account.
True. I go to the post office often to send packages and letters. The assistants there are very friendly.
That's nice. I also visit the police station once in a while to renew my ID card.
Wow, that sounds official. Have you ever been to a fire station?
Yes, during an open day. The firefighters explained how they protect people and buildings.
That's cool. Last week, I passed by the hospital and saw a new clinic beside the pharmacy.
Health services are essential. We also have schools, universities, and colleges that give educational support.
Right. And the city court helps to keep justice. But I hope I never have to visit a prison or jail.
Me too. The embassy and consulate are also important for travelers and foreign workers.
Yes. And our community center runs free programs for families. The council supports local events and services.
My brother works for a government agency. He helps the public connect with different companies and factories.
That's great, Rose. It's amazing how many institutions work together to make a city safe and organized. Rose, what do you usually do on weekends in the city?
I sometimes go swimming at the sports center, or I visit the gym with my friends.
That sounds great. I usually take my little cousin to the zoo or the aquarium. He loves animals and fish.
Oh, that's lovely. Last month, I took my mom to the visitor center. She wanted to see the new art exhibition there.
Nice. I also like spending time in public areas like the park or near the parking lot at the market.
When I shop, I always thank the shop assistant or the cashier for their service.
That's polite. I also try to be patient in a queue, even when the line is long.
Yes, many customers forget that good service takes time.
Do you ever visit the public toilets or restrooms when you go out?
Yes, of course. They are clean and convenient in most malls.
Our city is really improving. The new facilities make daily life easier for everyone.
You're right, Nick. A good city isn't just about tall buildings. It's about comfort, care, and service for the people.
Rose, do you usually pay with cash or by card when you shop in the city?
I mostly use my bank card, but I always keep a little cash for small things.
Same here. Yesterday, I went to the post office to send a parcel, and I had to buy a stamp with coins.
Oh, yes, I remember doing that. Sometimes the change is small, but it feels nice to use real money.
True. Do you ever pay rent or bills in person?
No, I usually pay online. I check my account, transfer the money, and get an email receipt.
That's smart. I once forgot to pay my phone bill, and I had to pay a late fee.
I hate that. Living in the city can be expensive. There are so many costs like tax, rent, and transport.
Yes, the price of everything keeps going up. Even a simple meal in a restaurant costs more now.
My friend works in a bank. She helps customers apply for loans and manage their accounts.
That's a useful job. Good financial service keeps the city running smoothly.
I agree, Nick. Whether it's paying bills or buying a cup of coffee, money connects every part of city life.
Rose, how do you feel about living in an urban area?
I like it, Nick. City life is convenient, but sometimes it's also expensive and noisy.
That's true. I grew up in a small town, but now I enjoy the modern buildings and construction projects around us.
Yes, the city keeps changing. New housing estates and roads are being built every year.
Have you seen the new electric buses? They use less fuel and help reduce pollution.
That's great. I think it's important for cities to invest in clean energy and good equipment.
Our council also started a project to improve public land and repair old fences and bridges.
I like that idea. It makes the city look bright and safe.
But the flow of traffic is still terrible. I hope the government will establish new routes soon.
Me too. It's essential to plan carefully and estimate the real needs of the people.
Sometimes I feel the expense of city life is too high. Even simple things like rent or food cost more than before.
Yes, but we must admit, living in an organized, technical, and civil environment also has its benefits.
That's true, Rose. The city might be busy, but it gives us access to almost everything we need. Rose, cities always seem full of schools and universities. Do you think education is the heart of every city?
Absolutely, Nick. Education encourages people to grow and ensures the future of the community.
That's true. In my college, we often write essays about city development and essential services.
Yes, I remember doing that. Our teacher asked us to establish ideas, estimate the population, and evaluate the results.
Did you have to find evidence for your report?
Of course, we had to collect data, explain our opinions, and include clear explanations.
Sounds just like my class. We had to examine local projects and explore how urban areas improve quality of life.
That's interesting. My instructor always said, examples are powerful. They make learning practical.
I agree. Cities are full of examples that teach us how people work together.
Exactly. Whether through exercise, examination, or exploration, every experience helps us understand society better.
Rose, yesterday was Friday, and the weather was incredible. Did you go anywhere in the city?
Yes, Nick. I went with my mom to the old district near the river. The view was bright and beautiful.
That's lovely. I heard they built new houses there after the flood last April.
Yes, the construction was massive, but everything looks clean and organized now.
Did you see the new fence around the park? It looks nice, though a bit dirty from the rain.
I did. The council hired some guys to clean it this morning. They work hard. It's highly satisfying to watch.
You're right. Sometimes small details, like a clean street or a kind guard, make the city pleasant.
True. My daughter says she feels safe walking there. She's learning about urban life in her geography class.
That's wonderful. My instructor once said, "A city is a creation of people's minds and hearts."
I like that. It's a sensible thought. Every person contributes something, even without realizing it.
Do you remember that essay we wrote about pollution? The evidence was clear. People must act now to prevent violence and protect the environment.
Yes. And we summarized the findings and explained every sequence carefully. It was a long-term project, but the results were significant.
I met a policeman that day. He said, even small actions, like recycling, can make a big difference.
Obviously, he's right. Change doesn't happen overnight, but even 1,000 small efforts matter.
Cities are amazing, Rose. They can be mild or noisy, rich or poor, but they always have stories.
Exactly, Nick. Life in the city never stops. It moves forward, teaches us lessons, and connects us all.